Well, when you see Austin Pollock here, it means we have a story that we hope will add a bit of brightness to your day.
Sometimes those stories start with a challenge, but they end with a glimmer of hope. Veterans who struggle with PTSD look for help, and sometimes they can find healing through music.
And Austin, I mean, you really care about these stories. You can tell it when you're telling us all about the stories. And one thing I love is that you're always finding the light.
Exactly. It's finding that light in the darkness. Now, John Eason used that word quite a bit, darkness. He served 8 years in the United States Air Force, and he shares very personal stories with me about drug use, alcohol, and even suicide. But there is a silver lining. He has found a way to turn his experience with PTSD into a way to help others through music.
Kind of reignited a fire in me and a passion for doing this. Wish it hadn't been wine and roses.
It's a story about passion,
Instead of a bottle,
meaning, purpose.
my own 45. I couldn't cry. Couldn't even think about crying. Laughter was fake.
Something so joyous felt fake. There's nothing fake about what we're about to hear from John Eason.
It's writing with veterans, first responders, people that have been through trauma. It's music therapy. Can't keep your mind from racing as it runs away.
He's the CEO of Songs for Heroes.
We write songs, try and share stories and things that they're gone through that might have on their heart and they need to get off.
Stories in song that help the heart heal.
I, put emotions into these songs and I try and let all that darkness out of me.
That darkness led John to be very open with me about his story, his purpose, his military service.
Did 8 years in the Air Force, did 5 deployments over in Iraq and Afghanistan, and
his own trauma.
I spent a long time doing a lot of things I shouldn't, drugs, alcohol. I was really trying not to stay here on Earth. I didn't want to be here anymore, and I didn't realize it was PTSD for a long time.
From this darkness,
The chorus of the song is so simple. It's brother, I've been there. Brother, I've been there. But brother, we ain't got to stay there. But brother, we ain't got to stay there. Start with the first step, and the spark's gonna catch fire. Start with the first step, the spark's gonna catch on fire. Music saved my life. I came here to Nashville in 2018. Brother, I've been there. And started this process of just trying to see if I can make it, if I could be a songwriter and an artist and do this. And
that passion, once again, meeting his purpose.
You're giving light to people and you're doing something meaningful. You have a mission and a purpose. Brother, I've been there. Brother, I've been there.
I'm Austin Pollock, News Channel 5. Of course, John did talk about very, very important and serious things that have gone on in his life. 988, there is that free and confidential help that's available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week if you or someone you know or love needs help. Again, that number is 988. And again, John was very open about this. And, he said he hopes his story can help someone who might be struggling. The title of that song, Brother, I've Been There. When someone knows what you're going through, that can often be one of, if not, that most trusted source. You find so much comfort in going to that person because they know, maybe where you've been, they're able to relate, and it can go a long way.
And that clip in the line, I've been there, and you don't have to stay there. It's like, I love that. That was just so powerful.
And that, the fact that he's a veteran, obviously, I hope that there's someone right now listening to this that, whether you're a veteran or not, I mean, we all struggle with things, but specifically, he can speak to that. And, I mean, so can you just call him in that group and, try to be a part of it, or how do you connect?
We will have information on newschannel5.com in a little bit just about ways you can get in touch with him.
Sure.
And he's already worked with so many people, and he kept talking to me about how a lot of these people, they just open up and they share so many personal stories, and it is like you said, you don't have to stay there. There is a way out, so that's really powerful.